Mercedes reveal issues. The W15 is still facing after upgrades. Adrian Newey has big concerns about the RB20 as a new feature needs redevelopment, and F1 tests new wheel covers. Let's get straight into the latest F1 news. Andrew Shovlin confirmed that the floor upgrade for the Mercedes W15 performed as expected during the Miami Grand Prix. However, he acknowledged that the car's behavior varies considerably from session to session. Since the introduction of F1's ground effect rules in 2022, Mercedes has only managed to secure one race win. Their objective with the new-look W15 in F1 2024 was to return to consistent contention for victory. Despite the team's efforts, Mercedes has yet to achieve a podium finish in the current season. They currently sit in fourth place, trailing McLaren, the winners of the Miami GP, by 60 points. Mercedes unveiled their first major upgrade package for the F1 2024 season in Miami, featuring significant modifications to the car's floor. However, Lewis Hamilton and George Russell struggled to make a significant impact during the race, finishing in 6th and 8th place, respectively. During Mercedes' post-race debrief, Shovlin mentioned that the team now has a clear understanding of the development direction required for the W15. However, he admitted that the impact of the upgrades will be limited as long as the car's performance continues to fluctuate throughout a race weekend. Shovlin stated, "We managed to bring forward approximately half of our update kit to Miami, and the remaining half will arrive in Imola. We are working diligently on future races to bring further developments." When asked about the effectiveness of the upgrades, Shovlin confirmed that they appear to be delivering the anticipated performance improvements to the car's floor. However, he pointed out that other teams are also developing their cars, highlighting McLaren's significant progress. Furthermore, the handling issues faced by Mercedes drivers pose a challenge in fully capitalizing on the performance gains. Shovlin highlighted that the car's behavior can vary markedly from one session to another, which hampers their ability to fully benefit from the updates. Nevertheless, after recent races, the team has gained valuable insights into the necessary adjustments required to improve the car's handling and responsiveness for the drivers, particularly during crucial qualifying laps. There is also a series of forthcoming updates planned for the next 3 or 4 races. Shovlin's comments echo George Russell's previous remarks in Miami, suggesting that Mercedes may have deviated too far from their F1 2023 car concept with the W15. Russell explained that the team had encountered new limitations different from those faced a year ago, inadvertently overcompensating while attempting to solve previous issues. He emphasized the need for rapid improvement, acknowledging that there is work to be done. Adrian Newey hinted at upcoming changes to Red Bull's Formula One car, expressing dissatisfaction with a particular aspect. These alterations may be implemented as early as the 2024 F1 season. Leading up to the Miami Grand Prix, there was a surprising announcement that Adrian Newey, the mastermind behind Formula One car design, would depart from Red Bull after the first quarter of 2025. However, his involvement in F1 has already ended, as he will now focus on the RB17 hypercar until his departure. Red Bull has already started limiting Newey's access to information, preventing him from obtaining data or attending technical briefings. Nevertheless, Newey mentioned that there is an unidentified area on the RB20 that will undergo modification. Although it is more likely that this change will be featured on Red Bull's 2025 car, it is not guaranteed. Newey stated that the work could potentially be finished in time to introduce the alteration on the RB20. Asked by Sky Sports F1 about potential improvements during F1's ground effect era, Newey responded positively, stating that there is always room for enhancement. The current RB20 is the third evolution of the 22 car based on the current regulations. There is one specific aspect of the car that has left Newey unsatisfied this year, which will either be revised later in the year or more likely be modified for the following year. During the Miami Grand Prix, Red Bull suffered their second defeat of the season, with McLaren's Lando Norris securing his first Formula One victory. McLaren's MCL38, which Norris drove to success, features significant redesigns including a reworked front wing, side pods, engine cover, front suspension, front and rear brace ducts, and an improved underfloor. Norris benefited from the perfectly timed appearance of the safety car, while Red Bull believes that their current world championship leader, Max Verstappen, was hindered by floor damage in Miami. As a result, all eyes are on Imola to witness McLaren's challenge against Red Bull. Furthermore, Oscar Piastri is set to pilot the fully upgraded MCL38, adding to the competition. Photos taken during the test depicted Arthur Leclerc, the brother of Charles Leclerc, driving the 2022 Ferrari SF75. This particular vehicle was equipped with fully covered front and rear full-wet tires, featuring 2 holes at the front, but complete coverage at the rear. To assess the visibility, Oliver Bearman, the reserve driver for the Italian team, ran behind Leclerc in a 2024 car during the test, which was arranged by the FIA. It is worth noting that this test will not be counted as a filming day for Ferrari. The FIA had initially employed a version of spray guards during wet testing at Silverstone in the previous year in an attempt to find a solution that could enhance visibility for subsequent cars in rainy conditions. While no actual images of the recent test were shared, the FIA did provide some 3D renderings of the proposed solution. These renderings showcased partial wheel covers for both the front and rear tires. Mercedes' reserve driver Mick Schumacher conducted the test, while McLaren's Oscar Piastri served as the control running behind. However, after the first test, it was concluded that the system implemented had minimal impact on the spray produced by the cars. Nicolas Tombazis, the FIA's director for single-seater racing, expressed his thoughts on the previous test at Silverstone. He stated, "What was done at Silverstone with the help of Mercedes, who created parts, and McLaren, who ran a car to get feedback on spray, was perhaps too optimistic an experiment." Tombazis also voiced his skepticism due to the limited coverage provided by the spray guards, believing that significant results would not be achieved. Consequently, the FIA promised a more robust solution, which was put to the test by Ferrari at Fiorano on Thursday. Tombazis previously highlighted the complexity involved in finding a successful solution, explaining, "Having started this project towards the end of last year and having conducted numerous CFD simulations, we quickly realized that it wasn't as simple as just putting something on, going out, and being done." He emphasized the desire to avoid compromising the car's performance or disrupting the aerodynamics, although he acknowledged that some compromises were inevitable. Additionally, he highlighted the importance of maintaining strong support for the uprights of the mudguards or similar devices to prevent them from detaching at high speeds. On Friday, Ferrari plans to utilize a filming day to conduct a shakedown of their new aerodynamic package for the upcoming Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Nico Hulkenberg is set to receive a substantial increase in salary when he joins Sauber for the 2025 Formula One season as Audi's plans for entry into the sport gain momentum. Audi is intensifying its preparations for their highly anticipated debut in Formula One in 2026, when the German manufacturer will officially take over the existing Sauber team. Last month, Audi made a big move in the driver market by announcing the signing of Hulkenberg from Haas. The identity of Hulkenberg's teammate has not been disclosed yet, but there have been strong rumors linking Audi with a move for outgoing Ferrari driver Carlos Sainz over the past year. While Red Bull has also been mentioned as a potential destination for Sainz, Helmut Marko, a long-serving advisor, recently admitted that the constructors' champions cannot match Audi's offer of a highly lucrative 3-year contract. This highlights how determined Audi is to secure their top targets. According to a report by German publication Bild, Hulkenberg is expected to earn $5 million per season from 2025, which is a significant improvement compared to his current annual earnings of $2 million at Haas. Hulkenberg made his return to Formula One in 2023 after a 3-year absence. Speaking to the media for the first time since his move to Audi was announced at the Miami Grand Prix last weekend, Hulkenberg revealed that the deal was quickly finalized after the Swiss-based team showed interest in re-signing him last year. The 36-year-old driver, who previously spent 1 season with Sauber in 2013 before stints with Force India and Renault, said, "It just happened. I'm not exactly sure how it came about," laughs. As usual, at some point, conversations start to take place. And as we all know, the driver market is highly dynamic and fluid. There was already interest last year, but ultimately, I'm here now, there was an opportunity, and it seemed that they remained interested. They were quite eager and showed mutual interest in continuing the collaboration in the future. It's an incredibly exciting and interesting project, which is why we reached an agreement quickly. Toto Wolff is standing firm in his belief that Kimi Antonelli will not be making his Formula One debut this season. However, Dutch commentator Olaf Mol does not share Wolff's confidence in this statement. There have been reports suggesting that Logan Sargent, the driver under scrutiny at Williams, may only have one race this season as the team has supposedly requested permission for Antonelli to take his place. Since Antonelli is still under 18 and will only reach that age on the day of the Dutch Grand Prix, he would need the FIA's approval to compete in a Grand Prix race. It is suspected that an undisclosed team, potentially Williams, has requested this dispensation from the FIA. These reports have fueled speculation that Antonelli could replace Sargent as early as the next race in Imola. However, Toto Wolff, the head of the Mercedes team, has been vociferous in denying these claims. Despite acknowledging Antonelli's talent and potential, Wolff insists that the young driver will not be joining Williams anytime soon. Wolff emphatically stated, "This won't happen. It's not what Mercedes wants. These rumors have taken on a life of their own. Let's focus on Formula 2. Interestingly, Dutch commentator Mal sees things differently and does not believe Wolff's categorical denial. During an episode of Viaplay's Race Café, he remarked, "That statement says it all. I don't trust Toto Wolff, and that makes a difference. Why would you seek permission for a super license if you have no intention of allowing Antonelli to drive? Why did he participate in a race simulation and a qualifying simulation at Imola?" Mal's sentiments were echoed by former F1 driver Robert Dornbos, who believes that Mercedes should follow the same path they took with George Russell and give Antonelli a chance by testing him in the Williams car. Dornbos expressed, "It would be foolish of Wolff to invest so much in the boy and then deny him an opportunity. It's just like what happened with George Russell. Put him in that Williams car and see what he can do." Natalie Robin, the current CEO of the FIA, will be stepping down from her position and leaving the organization. This follows a trend of senior staff members departing from Formula One's governing body. Robin, who previously held a prominent role at Volvo, took on the role of FIA CEO in November 2022. However, she has now made the decision to step away by the end of May 2024, stating that it is the right time for her to do so. The FIA has experienced a series of departures from key figures in recent months. Sporting director Steve Nielsen left at the end of 2023, followed by single-seater technical director Tim Goss, who assumed the position of RB's chief technical officer. Deborah Mayer, the chief of the FIA Women in Motorsport Commission, also departed. With Natalie Robin's upcoming exit, she becomes the fourth high-ranking member to leave the organization. Natalie Robin expressed her reasons for leaving, acknowledging that serving as the FIA CEO has been an immense privilege. She expressed her gratitude for overseeing a restructuring and reform program, believing that now is the opportune moment for her to step aside. Robin is confident that the organization is now better equipped to handle the challenges that lie ahead. She takes immense pride in her role in driving the FIA's transformation in both the sports and mobility sectors. Additionally, she is pleased to be leaving behind a team of talented and dedicated individuals. Mohammed Ben Sulayem, the FIA president, emphasized the significance of Natalie's appointment as the first-ever CEO in the FIA's history. He acknowledged her substantial contribution to the comprehensive reorganization of the FIA's operational and management structure, as well as its financial sustainability. On behalf of the FIA, he extended his best wishes to her for future endeavors. During the recent Formula One Miami Grand Prix, the FIA stewards had a busy race weekend, particularly due to Kevin Magnussen's numerous penalties. Aston Martin driver Fernando Alonso also had discussions with the FIA president regarding his perception of how stewards are making decisions based on nationality. If you want to win some free merch, the merch giveaway is still on. I'll do the giveaway to 10 lucky subscribers if we can get to 1,000 by the end of this week. Now watch this video next